At this time, we're still in a closed down aquatic beach conditions here in Encinitas. We're keeping the coastline in the water shut down from Swamis Beach all the way up to Ponto Beach here in Encinitas and Leucadia. At this time, we have lifeguards down on the beach with a wave runner, with a truck, and our towers are open across all of our beaches here. We're still posting the beaches, and we're actively having guards coming down onto the beach and into the water to let people know that we had a non-fatal shark attack, and we're advising them to stay out of the water until tomorrow morning, until 7 a.m. We have not had any reports of any shark activity since the incident yesterday.
What do you know about the boy? Do we have any update about his condition that you can share?
The hospital put out is he's in critical condition, was in surgery yesterday, and the family was asking not to release any information on his conditions other than that.
Can you go in any further about what are you guys looking for? I mean, if you see the shark, will you extend the closures or what?
Yes, we'll potentially extend the closure. We're going to ID what type of shark is. We have so many sharks out here in the water that are non-threatening to the public, and we're just going to go ahead and assess that. We have Carlsbad PD coming in today with their drone. We're still working with the county sheriff department here in San Diego, and we're just going to do some aerial surveillance throughout the day, and then obviously the wave runner you see down here in the water will be going back and forth, contacting people, and then investigating anything out there in the water that is suspect. We just want to make sure to err on public safety side that we can open up this water tomorrow without any incident.
Now, have you guys narrowed down, I guess, your search into finding out what type of shark this was?
We've been working with Chris Lowe, Dr. Lowe at Long Beach State. I conversed with him several times. Hopefully he's going to be able to come up. We're going to meet today. And we're trying to provide him information and give him access to the individuals that saw the silhouette of the shark and the fins, so he can investigate with them what the possibility of type of shark.
Are people going to be allowed on the beach, like on the shore, I guess?
Yeah, the sands, the beaches are open. We're just asking people to stay out of the water until tomorrow morning, 7 a.m.
Can you speak as to the men who helped rescue the child? We understand they were off-duty lifeguards. Were they yours?
No, they were a neighboring lifeguard agency, California State Parks, and then there was a Oceanside Harbor Police, or correction, police officer from Oceanside off duty, and both of those folks and then their friend were out in the water. I've reached out to a couple of them right now, and I haven't got any confirmation yet whether I can release their information.
I mean, for being a fairly unlucky event, he was very lucky to have those men there.
Yes, very much. They played a significant part in helping this young man and possibly saving his life.
And is the stretch of the closure the same as yesterday, going from Ponto all the way up to Swamis?
Yes, it is.
It was reported yesterday that this child was with his church group. How many people were in the water with him at the time? Was he by himself?
I wasn't aware that he was here with a church group. I know that his mother was here, from what I was told, and that's all I'm aware of. I didn't know he was out with anybody else.
And talking about just in general, what people, because people are going to go in the water, the sharks are all over this coast. What should they be aware of? What should you just kind of talk to them about?
Situational awareness is everything when you're out in the water, and so like, if you are out there surfing and you see something, the best thing to do is try to get a good idea on it. We have a lot of seals and a lot of dolphins also in the area too, and every once in a while some whales. So, and like I said, there's a lot of different species of sharks, so try to get a really good idea of the size and the shape of the fins and the shark. That'll help us determine what type of shark it is, so we can respond to it appropriately.
And also, can you touch on the fact that this is very rare, right? I mean, we are swimming in their home, but this is not common that sharks attack.
At least for this county.
Right.
Right, and so I could speak for the Encinitas, Leucadia, Cardiff area. This is the first time that in my career of 30 years that I've seen an attack or anything, with a shark that has come in and made contact with one of our swimmers or divers or surfers here. So this is the first in my career.
There was an attack about maybe 4 or 5 years ago. a man who actually died, a great white shark attacked him.
Yes, and that was in Solana Beach, and I was on that incident as well. And yeah, I'm very familiar with that. And so, unfortunately, yeah, that was the last fatal attack that I'm aware of in the San Diego County area.
So, are you able to tell us what goes into determining what type of shark this was, and when you guys might be able to know that?
Well, due to the time of the day and the interviews that we had with the 3 Good Samaritans, we have not talked to the young man yet to see what he saw or got that information. So we're working to get the best information as far as the shape and the type of fins that they saw. And so we'll get it over to Dr. Lowe and have him make that determination. And he's the expert with this. So we imagine it could be a great white shark, but we don't know for sure. And like I said, there's a lot of other shark species out there that could do this, but very few.
This is probably a dumb question, but why is it so important to figure out what type of shark it was?
It'll give us a little bit of intel on whether the Dr. Lowe could kind of give the nature of, are these like more of a transient shark, or is it a local shark, or the behavior is what we're looking for. So, and just to learn a little bit more, and so we can kind of piece this together. So a lot of people are asking that question, what type of shark it is, and we're trying to ascertain that for them.
Any message to the community to reassure them that you guys are out here making sure that this shark has either moved on or that there's no danger?
Yeah, we're extremely engaged. We're doing everything we can on the beach and in the water, and also obviously from the vantage points of these bluffs here. And we just wanted to make sure that there's no more activity in the area that we can see that is threatening. The other thing is please leave the signs intact. A lot of people want to take those as mementos, and we just want to make sure people are aware that we're in a situation where we're shutting down this beach for another day until tomorrow morning. So,
when will you announce if you need to extend that?
if we have some sort of activity, we'll notify you folks and the public as well through social media and broadcast news.
As far as shark activity over the summer, was there any reports of any sightings, or how was the activity over the summer?
Very minimal. A lot of the sightings were folks visiting from out of town, and we went and investigated several seals and dolphins. We did have a couple folks that were knowledgeable enough, and they did see sharks, but by the time we went through the whole process in the interview, we determined that they were just local, non-invasive species of sharks.
So pretty average summer, nothing?
Yeah, pretty average. Nothing significant.
Anything else you'd like the community to know?
This time we're just, really concerned about the outcome for the young man that got bit out here. So our hearts go out to that one. We want to see a full recovery with him. So.
Thank you.
Okay, now that was the practice run. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Now for real.
Yeah. Now, are you going to be putting new signs up? Because I noticed it's gone already.
Yeah, we had to order $800 worth of signs because they just disappeared. So.
Cement them in.
Yeah. So we're doing. It seems like we had a few people stealing in broad daylight and grabbing them and taking off with them. So we're following up with the sheriff department on that. We got a couple plate numbers on cars that are rolling up to our beach accesses and stealing these.
Do you happen to have a sign on you so I can get video?
There's one down on the beach. I don't, because we're using them all.
How many did you lose yesterday?
I don't have a count on that, but I didn't see any up here today. So last night,
Yeah, 5, 10?
Oh, probably in the 20s, 30s.
You lost really 20, 30 signs?
Yeah,
in one
well,
day?
we're posting at every beach,
How much
on the
do they
top
cost?
and the bottom, multiple locations.
And that's how many
So.
disappeared? I just want to make sure I'm clear. You
Roughly
lost
20
to
or so?
30
Yeah.
signs.
And
how
That's
many did you
incredible.
put out?
That's insane.
I have to double check, but we put out about 70 something yesterday.
So can you elaborate on that? I mean, by taking these signs, somebody could really be in danger if they don't see the signs,
Yeah.
and then they end up getting in the water.
So yeah, please don't take the signs. That's a safety message to everybody, and you're stealing public property, and we want to have those signs on hand, so if we have to reestablish those signs in the future, which hopefully we never have to, but
So
you know.
you put out about 70 signs, and the majority are gone now?
Yes.
No, not the majority, about 20.
Yeah, 20 to 30.
20, 30. How much
Yeah.
do they cost each?
They're several dollars a piece. They're just laminated pieces of our shark sign.
The license plates were gotten from people who saw them steal them.
Yeah,
and
we have a couple reports on
sheriffs
that.
will be talking to them.
Yeah, we're passing that on to the sheriff department soon.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.